Um, and that's what we see standardized down here. Okay. What's wrong with that? Well, look at the form of it. The form of it's right here. If A, then B. B, therefore A. Um, I mean, I'm not. There might be other ways to standardize this, but as this is certainly a plausible way of standardizing it, um, and as it is standardized here, it's a bad form, right? That's affirming the antecedent. Affirming the consequent, um, which is invalid, right? It's bad form. So, for example, this is the example I often use in classes. If I eat applesauce, then I'll sleep like a baby. So what if that's true? If it's true that if I eat applesauce I sleep like a baby, and it's true that I've slept like a baby, does it follow that I must have eaten applesauce? Well, no, because the only thing that first premise, that conditional, is talking about is the cases in which I eat applesauce. Okay? So it's saying in all cases that I eat applesauce, I sleep like a baby. It's not saying that in all cases when I sleep like a baby, I've eaten applesauce. It's saying the former. In all cases in which I eat applesauce, I'll sleep like a baby. Okay? And not that in all cases in which I've slept like a baby, that it's because I've eaten applesauce. That's not what it's saying. It's saying the former. So this isn't to say that if I eat applesauce I sleep like a baby is not in conflict with saying, for example, if I drink warm milk I'll sleep like a baby. Those can both be true. Okay? So if I eat applesauce I sleep like a baby and I don't sleep like a baby, and I slept like a baby, it doesn't follow that I ate applesauce. It could follow that I drank warm milk. Okay? So that's the same kind of bad deductive form that we see here in this argument, that if someone is the thing, then every part of them will try to protect itself. Norris's head tried to protect itself, therefore Norris is the thing. That's bad deductive form. But, how bad... Alright, think about this for a second. Something can have bad deductive form, but have relatively strong inductive form. That's not, as a general rule, true. But look at it in this case. Imagine you're in the same group with Macready and all them, and all this crazy stuff has happened. Dogs have been torn apart, and alien heads jumping out of people, and all kinds of stuff. And then they notice that. Then Macready notices that this head is trying to escape, absent its body. Okay. It's fairly. It's fairly. Given everything that has happened to that group, it's a fair. It's a pretty reasonable assumption that what happened to Norris there was the same kind of thing that happened to everyone else before that, right? Does he know that? The thing doesn't really have a face, doesn't really have like an identifiable face like Dracula or something, and you can say, oh, that's Dracula. That's the same Dracula that I saw last night. Well, the thing doesn't really have a face like that, It's something happened to one guy and it did all kinds of crazy, that messed him up really badly and eventually killed him, and then something else happened to this other guy, and so they're all these kind of isolated instances where really messed up, crazy shit happened. The thing doesn't have a voice. It doesn't say, I am the thing, and it doesn't identify itself, right? But it's a pretty, so it's certainly inductive, at least, that Macready's thinking what happened to Norris is of the same type of thing that had happened to these people before Norris, okay? So that was kind of an assumption going into the So remember, Norris again is the one we just saw. That was the last clip we saw. Or the head ran away. So at the very least, he's assuming that what is happening to Norris is of the same type of thing that's happened to these other people. Beyond that, he makes a further inference that an explanation for Norris's head running away is that every part of, if someone's the thing, that every part of them, if it's separated from the body, becomes an entity unto itself and will try to protect itself. Okay? Right? So he's making that further inference that every part of the thing will try to protect itself. Does he know that for sure? No. I mean, you might even say he's got pretty weak inductive evidence for it, because he noticed it one time. He noticed this head running away once. I mean, it's generally not grounds for strong inductive argument. So, as a sub-argument, Norris's head must have sprouted their eggs and attempted to escape. Therefore, every part of the thing will try to protect itself. It's pretty weak. Okay? So, I don't really know what else to say about it. I mean, given the extraordinary circumstances of well, alright, I mean, this is beside the point, but I mean, imagine you're in extreme situations like these guys are. I mean, maybe the criteria for what makes a good reason, well, no, I don't want to say that. I was going to say you'd entertain any possibility in a situation like that, But, I mean, along the lines of science, though, you never, in science, there's never a deductively certain conclusion, therefore this is true. Therefore it's true that space-time is bent just as Einstein described it. You never say that. You say, if space-time is bent like this, then we should observe phenomena XYZ, okay? We observe phenomena XYZ. Therefore, space-time is curved,